Hello everyone. It's been a little while, hasn't it? Yeah, I've postponed this video for way too long and I figured it's finally time to do it. So welcome to my 3000 subscriber Q&A answers video. So let's start answering some questions, yeah? Now the first question is from Gushi GMD and he asks, can I be the first question? No, you can't, actually. The second question is from Cursor, and he asks, how does it feel like to play a 2D game that's not optimized for widescreens? Yeah, it feels great. Feels great when the levels look like fucking shit. The next three questions are from JJ Reed. He asks, what's the hardest demon you've completed? As of now, it's Necropolis, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna beat anything harder anytime soon, at least, because I've practically lost all my skill in GD. So it's gonna be a while until I actually beat something hard. And his second question is, what update did you join Geometry Dash in? I think it was at the release of 1.3. X-Step had just been released. That's when I got the full version. So I've had it for a while. And he asks, do I have any future ideas for videos? As of now, not really. I was thinking I might do some more roofing, but there's a lack of roofs onto which to go, so I can't really do that. And he also asks, no, he doesn't ask anything else, but yeah, I don't really have any ideas. Maybe some other games, maybe more GD if I can get my recording software to work properly. The next question is from Nutmeg111. He asks, if I ate 6,900 carrots in 24 hours, shat out 565 carrots yesterday, puked out pickles on my bed, murdered my cat and ate an entire cake while being diagnosed with diabetes, how many carrots am I pulling out of my butthole? The answer is 3/4 of a carrot. Alex XD says XD. XD. Z Crick asks, will I do a setup tour? And yes, I will. Here you go. Alright, this is my setup. It's a bit messy at the moment, but that's because we're moving out in less than 2 weeks. So I'm just gonna go through it quickly. This is my 90s office chair. I got it for free, so that's the reason I'm using it. It's pretty comfy as well. Now, the mic, it's a Razer Siren, but it's not mine. It's my girlfriend's. I'm just borrowing it for this video because the mic on my headphones is not really that good. Then I have a Corsair K70 with brown switches and a Logitech G502. And then I have my two monitors. That's the Philips, the 60 Hz, the wide one. And this is my new BenQ 144 Hz monitor. It's not new anymore, it's like 2 years old, but it's newer than that one. And then I got my computer down there, and it's a nightmare of wires down there. It's a complete mess, but hey, at least it works, so yeah, it's good. Empirax asks, what's happening to that Hell Time Machine themed level? You started decorating it but never finished it. Yeah, it's on hold as of now. I have like 30 or so % decorated, but I don't know how to decorate the rest of it because Well, first of all, I can't decorate, and second of all, the level's too hard for me to beat. But if someone would like to take over the project, someone who can make sure that it's decorated well and actually verified and released, then I will happily give it over to a team of people who are dedicated enough to finish it. But the level's pretty unknown, so I doubt that's actually a possibility, but I would like to see it released someday. Missy Dixie asks, are you gonna play any other games, and if so, which games? Now, I had a plan quite a while back actually. I thought I would do a single video full game playthrough of Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl and the other two games, Clear Sky and Call of Pripyat, but I never got around to doing it because I just felt like it would take too long and no one would be interested. But if you are interested in seeing those 3 videos, I will make them, and other games I might do or had planned to do at some point were the original Splinter Cell and Doom from '93 and Doom 2, possibly Doom 2016 and maybe Eternal once it releases. Encore asks, when did you start playing GD? Now I already answered this, it's early 1.3. And he asks, which levels do you prefer, old or new? Now, I'd say somewhere in between, like 1.9, 2.0 or something. No, maybe not. You know, I like levels from all the eras because every update in GD has both good levels and bad levels, and honestly I can't really choose that well which levels I like more. But yeah. Yen Ho asks, if Pinocchio says, my nose will grow now, what would happen to his nose? Yes. Yes would happen. Protostar asks, will you help out with the Geometry Dash fanwiki? Now, since I actually don't really know anything that's currently going on in GD to great detail, I'm not sure if I actually could help out with anything. I couldn't like contribute with any relevant information, so unless I start getting into the game again, I'm not really sure I can do that much. And he also asks that which demons he should beat next to improve his skill levels, and his hardest demon so far is Paracosm Circles. Now, I honestly don't have an answer to this because I haven't played the game actively for, I'd say, like 2 years now. So don't take my word for anything regarding this type of stuff, because when I was actually decent at the game, that's way back, so yeah. Dynamic Parrot asks, or he says, first off, the level in the background looks cancerous, I love it. Yeah, that's a scrapped project of mine. I called it, well, I don't even remember what I called it anymore. I think it was like, Can't Let Fake. I was gonna actually release it, but I never got around to do it. I got tired of making the level, but I could upload it to the GD servers if anyone actually wants to play it or make it better. He also asks, what's your favorite kind of level? That's a really hard question. I really like Heinz levels. but that's, you know, I haven't played the game in a long time, so I don't really know how levels have evolved. But I used to really like Heinz levels. I'm not even sure what I like anymore because I haven't played the game in so long. And he also asked, if I ask you to verify something I made, could you do it? I'm gonna have to abstain from that because, as I've mentioned quite a few times, I'm not that good at the game anymore, and absolutely not good enough to be a verifier for any type of level, especially if it's like hard, you know. But yeah, so I'm sorry I can't be asked to verify anything because I'm not that good anymore. Snith asks, are you Sylvester Stallone or am I? Now I'm pretty sure last time I saw you, you were actually Sylvester Stallone, so yeah, I think you still are. Nutmeg111 again asks, are you gay? No, believe it or not, I am actually not. The Grass Guy asks, if you could do cuts of extreme levels, then what levels would you do? Now, before my recording software got funky, I actually had many things planned. Like, when it was first released, I had planned to do Digital Descent and Bloodlust and all that kind of stuff, but that's really old news at this point, so there would be no value in doing it, and also I can't. But I'd probably do like cuts of my own unfinished projects and make a video of that. That's something I plan to do for a while. And yeah, maybe some of the like top demons and underrated hard levels. And he also asked, what are your opinions on the new preview by Majako? And my opinion is that I haven't actually seen it, so I can't give any valid opinion on it. GD Clicker Ninja asks, do you play on 144 Hz? Nowadays, yes, I do. Because I got this monitor before the reason that my other monitor has 15 milliseconds of delay, and that's a bit too much if you ask me, you know, especially for any type of gaming. So for gaming in general, I got a 144 Hz monitor. Xpanda21 asks, what inspired you to record complete difficult levels? That's actually, well, I played Fexty by Spectro. I can't remember if it was Fexty or Effort. I think it was Fexty. And when it had just been released, I think it was still rated. And I looked it up on YouTube and couldn't find any good videos of it at all, so I decided to make one myself, and as well as I could, and the result was quite satisfying, and I decided that it's actually pretty fun to make these videos, so I started doing more and more of them, and people seemed to like it. I got a lot of positive response for that type of video, and honestly the support from everyone commenting, watching and liking my videos has kept me going up until this point. So yeah, it was actually just self-interest that inspired me, but what kept me going was the support from you guys, the community. And Fang asks, more impossible levels on 21.9 monitor, no, monitor. And yeah, that's gonna have to be on hold until I figure out how to fix my recording software. I wanna do it, but for the moment I actually can't. But at some point, yes, I will do more. Atomic asks, will you upload more roofing videos? You know what? I actually might. I want to do it, but there are very few roofs onto which you can actually get in the city where I live. But if I get the opportunity, I will do so, yes. GD Armadeus asks, what's your favorite demon, and should Crimson Planet / Hyper Paracosm be rated? My favorite demon, I honestly don't know. I think it used to be like Cyber Chaos, I think, but I'm not sure. I actually Diffuse. I think I'm gonna go with Diffuse. I just really like it. And since I haven't made this video for way too long, Crimson Planet and Hyper Paracosm are both rated now. So yeah, they should be rated. No Secret Way GD asks, how old are you? As of now, I'm 20. And he asks, the hardest level you ever beaten? And that's Necropolis. He also asks, planning on verifying a level? Well, yeah, I have like 3 or 4 or even more unfinished levels, which if I could, I would finish and verify, but I can't do neither because I'm not very creative when it comes to gameplay and such. And he asked, when did you first start playing? That was 1.3. I answered this twice now. Fluffy12234 asks, did you break your wide monitor? No, actually no. It still works, I just don't use it that much anymore. Geometry Dash Surfinx asks, what's your name in real life? And that's Jacob with a K. He asks, what country do you live in? And that's Finland. And is Geometry Dash my favorite game? Used to be. I mean, I have almost 3,000 hours on it on Steam and probably like a couple thousand on mobile from back in the day as well. But I'm not really sure what my favorite game right now is. I don't think I have one. And he also asked, do you prefer a level from 1.0 to 1.8 or levels from 1.9 to 2.1? I'm just gonna have to say 1.9 to 2.1 because people are getting way more creative with the editor nowadays. Stefan asks, what are your PC specs if you can enlist all of them? Well, I'm not sure if I can enlist them, but I can list them. And I have a Intel i7 6700K, and I have a GeForce GTX 980, 16 gigs of RAM, and I'm not sure what the other specs are. I know I have like 5 hard drives in it, but that's the most important stuff, the processor and the graphics card. And I have my wide Philips monitor and my 144Hz ThinQ monitor, but I can't remember the names of them. And I have a Corsair K70 with cherry brown switches and a Logitech G502. Theon3C says, hey, you're right, why was I still watching the video? And you were watching it because it's can't let go of the video. Manu asks, where did your profile picture come from? And it came from me searching Blorf on Google Images in 2011, and I've used it as my profile picture ever since for some reason. He asks, is your in real life name Jacob? And yes, it is, and you even spelled it with a K, so thank you. And he asks, do you have any pets? Yes. At the moment I have 2 cats. Elepson77, well, that's probably a fucking emote, isn't it? Well, he asks, when are you going to make a live? I'm assuming you mean live stream or something along those lines, and I'm honestly not sure, but I've been planning to do one at some point, yes. Orban Victor asks, who inspired you to do these cut montages? And that was myself, I'd like to believe. I can't think of anything else. I just decided I wanted to do them and I started doing them, so yeah. And he asks, are you a good player? Well, back in the day I used to be, I'm not gonna call myself good, but I'd say fairly decent. And nowadays I'm not good at all. And he also asks, can you tell us some levels that you will do if you have some? Now, I'm not sure if you mean complete or make myself. But at the moment the only 2 levels on my list for completion are Cyber Chaos and Cataclysm. I don't really have that much plans. And to complete, well, I have many work in progress levels, but they're on hold at the moment because, you know, lack of motivation to make them. Ghost Town GD asks, will you revive that one level you made a while back? I'm sure you mean Slaw of Despair, and, well, if anyone's willing to put together a good team with a good verifier, then they can revive it. I would love for that to happen, but me myself, no, I'm not that good enough to do that anymore. Dynamis96 asks, so, plans for beating extreme demons? Now, extremes, not really, due to the fact that I've lost basically all my skill at the game. It would take way too much time for me to beat even one extreme. Alex Shao asks, are we a mind with a body or a body with a mind? One of both, you know. Glaze Knight asks, is there anything you miss about the earlier days of GD, or anything you miss about GD in general? One thing I miss about the earlier days of GD is when I got better and better, I learned new techniques, I learned how to perfect them, and I felt like I was getting somewhere. Well, I'm not good at them anymore, but I used to be, you know. And anything I miss about GD in general? Well, not really, no. Enjoying playing it, I miss that. I don't really enjoy playing it that much anymore, sadly. Just gets boring pretty quickly. Septagon7 asks, are you a good creator as well as a player? No, that's, I think, pretty subjective. Personally, I don't think I'm that good a creator. And, well, I'm like a subpar player nowadays, but as I said, I used to be okay. Nico Nexus asks, what was the hardest level to record and why? If I think you mean the cut montage of levels, and at this point I honestly don't remember. I think it might have been the, say, that it's either the Hell Holder or Vortex. Those have to be the hardest ones I've done so far. For critical error by Pringles. Kirava LLA asks, Sloth the Spear is a good level. Well, that's not a question actually, but yeah, thank you. I'm glad that you like it. I just wish I got to finish it at some point. Juyu asks, did you complete No Not November? Why would I even bother, honestly? 9step asks, did you go sick mode at all? No. Xylip99 asks, Edu homo? Nä du är homo. Cool Cat asks, or he says, you are back, and asks also, my question is, did you have fun making these levels? Making these levels, I assume you mean the cut levels, and yes, it was actually fun. I really enjoyed it while I did it. I'm pretty sure I would still enjoy it if I continued doing it, but I'm not really sure how to do it anymore. Sweet Johnson asks what my hardest level is, and still Necropolis. Haven't beaten anything new during the time span of this video. GD Electronic Nerd asks, how do you find these old levels? And usually I just get asked by people to do these cut videos of some level, and yeah, that's usually how I found them. I just get asked to do them. Sometimes I just remember some old level that I played in my early days, and I go back and do a cut of it, if it's like basically impossible. Leo Minecraft and More asks, if I'm not late, I have a question. Which update of GD did you start playing in? And I already answered this. That's early 1.3. 13 asks, favorite Hot Pocket? I'm not sure because I don't think I've ever eaten one, surprisingly enough. And favorite demon? I'd say Diffuse still, yeah. My hardest demon so far is Necropolis. My favorite main level? Probably Hexagon Force for some reason. And hardest level to do start positions on? I think it's still the Hellholder or something along those lines. And Frisk asks, what's your favorite zone level? And that's probably the Hell Zone, because that's the first one I ever saw. That's the one I remember best. And that pretty much wraps it up for the questions. I didn't get any more. That's like, so I'm gonna end the video here. But before that, I have a minor challenge for anyone who actually watches this far, and that is if you can guess where I'm from, my hair color, my eye color, and my length or height, I guess, in one unedited comment, I might just do a face reveal in the near future. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and thank you to everyone who has subscribed and supported me until this point. You have actually just kept me going. I'm really bad with words, but you guys are the reason I kept doing this. You guys are the reason I liked doing this. So honestly, thank you all so much for supporting me through my, I guess, Geometry-YouTube career. And it's been fun so far, and I hope I can continue whenever I figure out a way to fix the problems I have with recording and get more motivation to do stuff. So I hope you all have an amazing day, night or morning, depending on where you live. And I hope to see you soon. Love you all. Bye.